Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I just realized that I changed my lights and I didn't fix them. But hi! Welcome! You know, that's gonna bother me. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna fix the lights. I'll be right back. Alright, that's not really that much better. My lights are all kinds of messed up. I mean, my whole room is all kinds of messed up. I've been moving furniture and never finished, so it's just chaos. But hello, welcome to tonight's stream. I know I've been kind of, like, just disappeared again for a while, and I know that I keep saying I'm gonna stop doing that, but at this point I'm probably just going to keep doing that. But I'm gonna try to shoot for at least one stream a week. I know that's not a lot, but I am posting more other content, so that's something. It's something. Except for some reason YouTube doesn't seem to love showing my content the last couple days. It's had some weird issues, so I don't know what YouTube is doing, but hopefully it'll actually show people my stream, because that would be cool. I think I've got everything set up though. It's also very late for a stream and it all looked really last second. I was supposed to start streaming like an hour and a half ago, but then something came up that I thought I was not going to be able to stream, and then it kind of just disappeared. I was like, okay, I guess I can stream. So here I am, here to stream. Still confused about the thing that was going on. Really confused. It like I just got no answer. Like, they were talking to me and we were planning to get stuff figured out, and then they just poof, gone. Like, I don't know. Maybe they got home and fell asleep. It's a mystery, but at least that means I could stream. Though way later than I was supposed to. And I'm kind of tired, I won't lie, but that's just probably because I've been working all day, you know? But yeah, so welcome to tonight's stream. We've got ribbon ships, of course, and then vibes. We just vibe with life update. All the random stuff going on. Mostly just work. Still in the process of getting started on my 5th job. So I hopefully more updates with that soon. Hopefully, maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you know, at least telling people that I basically have 5 jobs. I just so you know, haven't started the 5th one yet. It's just a matter of getting there. So we just gotta get there. But as for the board, I don't think there's anything too crazy going on. Other than that, I left was it Labor Day? I think it's the Labor Day sale up because I don't know. Why not? But yeah, we've got lots of fun stuff. Hopefully we can get you guys some spice tonight, or in the very least I can tell you guys a bunch of random stories. I'm trying to decide, like, it's been so long since my last stream, like almost 2 weeks. This is horrible. And I'm like, okay, well what all has happened in that time that I gotta catch you guys up on? Probably a lot. But like I said, I guess a lot of it's been work. I'm still pretty busy with running 3 separate TCG player stores, which I still think it's funny, but it definitely keeps me very busy. But I've been being a little bit more social, so that's cool. Of course, I always have tons of church stuff, and so yeah, it's been fun times. I'm not usually a person that watches much TV, but I recently started watching Parks and Rec, and I'm loving it. The only things that I want to watch are just comedy, like I'm going to laugh until I start crying, or the History Channel. And so, you know, the Parks and Rec definitely falls into the laughing a bunch category. So yeah, I'm totally not watching it in order, just randomly, but I've found it very entertaining so far. So that's one thing that's new. And of course I'm still watching the History Channel too. Last night I started watching It was like this like Labor Day weekend mini-series thing that I recorded over Labor Day weekend, but I didn't actually watch it during the time because I've been busy. But so I finally started watching it. It's like talking about great empires and stuff, and so right, the first one I'm watching is all about Alexander the Great, and boy has it been wild. I mean, obviously Alexander the Great is quite the character, so I mean it makes sense that it's pretty entertaining, but like very, very, very ambitious. Switching between Parks and Rec and The Office. This is nice. It sounds like a lot of people are in that same boat. I think I'll probably watch The Office next. I've been shown like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but for now I'm watching Parks and Rec. So, but eventually I guess I will watch The Office probably too. Maybe, we'll see. I could suddenly decide that I'm not going to keep watching TV, because sometimes I do stuff like that, but probably not. Probably not. But yeah, let me think. What else? What else have I been up to? Stuff. I mean, I basically entirely am like on break from Magic. I haven't played Magic in multiple weeks. I don't actually know the last time I played a game of Commander, which is like kind of sad because I really enjoyed Commander, and obviously that's like the main way I hang out with a lot of my friends. But I don't know, it's kind of nice to just have a break from it, especially with how wild all of the price increases are, and spicy set after spicy set after spicy set. Anyways, you guys I think we got our first order. Yes, we had 3 celebrations for New Gen. Let me set celebrations. Yes, it is. I love it when I can actually find stuff. So that's the one nice thing. Also, my computer monitor is like, oh, that's so much better. I feel a million times better. But yeah, that's the one thing, at least with all the weird furniture I've been moving, I actually still have my packs like decently easy to find, so it's pretty great. Alright, New Gen, let's see what we can get for you. Starting off with, we got a Surfing Pikachu. I just realized you can't even see it. Sorry guys, I stopped streaming for 2 weeks and I suddenly forget how to do it, but let's grab a sleeve for Surfing Pikachu. Oh. You know what's crazy, you guys? How long it's been since Celebrations came out. Like, I can hardly process that it's been, what, 2 years now? Almost 2 years since the set came out. Another Surfing Pikachu! Delightful. Delightful. Getting you all the Surfing Pikachu. Imagine the third one has a Surfing Pikachu too. That would be insane. Hopefully it's got something spicier though. Though I mean, technically it could have something spicy and another Surfing Pikachu, but as long as we get some kind of spice, then that is what we want. Yeah. Okay, it's not a Surfing Pikachu, but we finished off with a Flying Pikachu. There we go. Lots of Pikachus. It's kind of funny. Definitely not quite as spicy as we would have liked to see, but go ahead and get those added to your stack there. I'm assuming you don't want the bulk, but if you do, let me know and we'll add that back into your stack. See, I keep checking my phone because I'm like, I just never got an answer from them. I'm like, why did they just stop responding? See, I always get so anxious when people don't respond. Like, especially when you're having like a time-sensitive conversation. Because now I'm just like, well, why did they stop responding? Like, are they okay? Did their phone die? Did they fall asleep? Did they just feel like ghosting me? So I'm pretty sure this person isn't ghosting me, but I'm like, I have no idea which option it is. It's a mystery, but I'll keep watching my phone and see if they ever get back to me. I mean, I know they have their phone has weird issues where it randomly like won't receive text messages for like several hours at a time, which is very inconvenient, but it's usually always like in the middle of the night, and it's not even midnight yet, you know? It's like 12 minutes before midnight. Because, I mean, honestly, I'm just impressed with myself for starting this stream before midnight at all. Though, like I said, I was originally going to start like an hour and a half ago, but I don't know. I'm so confused. See, I'm like the time-sensitive thing, it's like, you know, it's okay if it didn't work out, but I just want to know why they stopped responding. Because, I don't know. See, I always say that it's not that I don't like to know things, but I'm not always an overly curious person. But when it comes to, like, conversations that I have with people, I'm like, I want to know exactly what happened there. Or, you know, of course, there's always the even more excessively anxious side where I'm like, oh no, what if they got in like a car wreck or something? And not a super fun way to think. I don't recommend that, but anxiety be like very, very stressful. Makes everything a little bit more stressful, but you know, it's probably fine, and I'll keep just telling myself it's probably fine. But I don't know what's up. Fun. You know? So how have you guys all been? It's like, I feel like, I mean, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, so obviously I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to you guys either. Hopefully you're all doing well, growing your collections, getting all kinds of spicy cards. Ooh, alright, we got a Lorcana pack for New Gen. Let me reach over here. I'm only seeing 4, so maybe I don't have 5. Alright, well, let's see what we can get out of here for you. Gonna make sure the camera is at a reasonable angle. My desk is like not as messy as usual, but it's still just as chaotic, and it's not fun. I'm like, man, I really need to finish moving all my furniture. Alright, and then do you want all the cards or just the hits? Have to let me know. Alright, we got Captain Hook, Thinking a Happy Thought, Part of Your World, Not Bad, and a Shield of Virtue. I can't remember for sure what Part of Your World is at, but I know it's either like a $5 card or like a $12 card. So one or the other, I'm relatively certain. But yeah, I would say that was pretty solid. We'll go ahead and add those to your stack, and then if you decide you want the bulk, just let me know and we will add that. Yeah, no, the Part of Your World is definitely a good hit. I guess we can just look it up. That's a good way to figure out which one it is. How spicy is it? It's definitely been interesting. I've seen the big Game of Thrones TCG. So see, I wouldn't know, but that sounds like something that could very possibly exist. But I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Alright, let's see. A part of your... Oh. Is it part of or a part of? Maybe it's just part of. It is just part of. No, maybe I was wrong. I thought it was worth something, but I guess it's only like $2. I was so confused. I was super certain that was worth more. I guess it went down. Sad. I was so excited. But I was wrong. It's really disappointing. Ooh, alright, we got another order. For Chris, we have 2 Sun and Moon, 2 Shining Fates, and shipping. Keep the bulk. Got it. We'll make sure to keep the bulk in there for you. And let's see. Sun and Moon. Right there. Perfect. And then take that off the board. And then we have 2 Shining Fates. Where's Shining Fates? Oh, it's right there. Alright, and then let me make sure mathing out right math. Perfect. Okay. Let's see, and let me find a note so I can make sure to remember shipping. Alright, cool. I think we should be good. I will probably be doing shipping either after tonight's stream or tomorrow. Let's see which stack the Shining Fates is in. Nope, that's an Evolving Skies pack. I have to like reach over this like awkward shelf spot place thing. You just like... There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it off the weird awkward shelf thing. We did it. Alright, I'm excited. Let's go. Let's start with the Shining Fates. Start with the little bit more recent of the two. See if we can get something extra sparkly. We got Decidueye and Manaphy. And it's kind of funny, after opening so much Scarlet Violet sets, I feel weird going back to having the hits in the middle of the pack, you know? Oh, what we got? We got a shiny Indeedee and a Morpeko VMAX. Not bad, not bad. Go ahead and get both of those sleeved up for you. Very nice. We do like a good little double hitter pack. There we go. And then Sun and Moon is up next. Let's see what we can get out of here. Oh, and I forget to mention this, but for those of you wondering, shipping-wise, since I haven't been streaming as often, I have not been making people's stacks expire at the 8 weeks mark, even though that's what the description says. I'm trying to give most people like 12 to 16 weeks, but probably more because, you know. Alright, so hit-wise, we got the Indeedee and the Morpeko for you. And then we got the bulk for you as well. Let me go ahead and add those to stack. Make sure to get that shipped. Perfect. And then let me check orders again real quick. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Fun fact, my contacts are randomly like really dry, and it's so cheap. You know, like when you're sleepy and your eyelids like feel heavy and it kind of makes you want to sleep. But like I guess I've been awake for like 12 hours, but I'm not like super sleepy yet, and so I can tell it's just my contacts, because sometimes when my contacts are dry, it's like a similar feeling. I know that if that makes any sense, but yeah, not fun. Hey, welcome, Isaac. I did get your payment for shipping. Let me note that down. Where are all of my notes? Oh. Aha, here we go. Found a notepad. There we go. So much easier when I have a notepad. Got multiple stacks to ship tonight. I tried to say stacks and ship in a singular word, and it did not work. Alright, here we go. Cool. Perfect. Alright. My last order. Yes, you do have the Gresha in your stack, Chris. I can even show you. Yep. There he is. He is ready to make its way to you with the rest of your stack. But yeah, you still got your Gresha ready to go out. Let me refresh orders real quick. Make sure I'm not accidentally ignoring anything. Alright, I think we're good. We can vibe and chill and vibe. And my hair, like, I curled it today, and it, like, kind of stayed curled on, like, half of the strands, but there's, like, a couple strands that are just, like, completely almost straight. And I'm like, how did I... See, my hair isn't naturally 100% straight. My hair is naturally chaotic. And that I don't really have, like, curly hair, but it's definitely not straight either. So it's just messy. Like, I literally have to do something with my hair. Like, usually I curl it, because otherwise it looks so bad, because it just is a lovely little mess. Yes, I do have your address, Isaac. I believe you messaged me earlier this week, right? Yeah. So we should be good to go. But if I have any issues, I will contact you and let you know. Of course, Chris. Alright, alright. I'm like still like checking my phone, like, will they ever respond? It's been like an hour, so I'm guessing no. See, another thing is, like, when I'm waiting for somebody to respond, especially after they just disappeared in the middle of a time-sensitive conversation, you know, it always makes me interested to see what their next message will be whenever they do get back to me, you know? Like, are they going to explain themselves? Or are they just going to pretend like they didn't disappear in the middle of the conversation? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm like... I guess we'll see. We'll see if by the end of stream we get any updates or not. Hopefully, I would love to get an update, because like I said, I started streaming an hour and a half late because of... So, I wasn't being super specific, but essentially, I was supposed to start tonight's stream at... I think I had it like at 10:15, or... No, I think it was 10:25. Because it was like right after I got home from work. But then somebody messaged me about possibly doing something tonight. And so I, like, unscheduled the stream. Like, I mean, I guess I just moved it to tomorrow so that I could figure out what I was going to be doing with this person. And then randomly in the middle of our conversation, they disappeared. And so I waited like 30 minutes and I didn't get any response from them. And it's kind of past the time that it would apply anymore, because it's been a whole hour since their last message. But after about 30 minutes, I was just like, okay, I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for them to respond. So I decided to just move my stream back to today and do it anyways, even though, you know, it was an hour and a half later than I originally planned on. But so now I'm just waiting to see if they're ever gonna get back to me. Cause like I said, with it being a time-sensitive thing, obviously it's like what we were planning no longer applies. But I'm like, what? Whenever they do message me next, are they just gonna like, you know, be like, oh yeah, sorry, didn't work out, something came up, or like, or are they just gonna like just jump into some other conversation and not even mention it? So, and I don't know, and I'm very, very impatiently waiting to get the answer to my question. But yeah, so that's what I'm waiting on, and that's why stream was extra late tonight. But I mean, I guess the fact that I'm streaming at all is decent. So we got that. It's been like 2 weeks. I think my last stream, was it the last day of August, or was it the first day of September? It was neither of those things, because I forgot how the days of the week work. Let's see. I think it was the 4th. Was the last time I streamed, because that was Labor Day, right? So almost 2 weeks. Barely not 2 weeks. But definitely longer. That would be funny if they were lurking. I did send them a link to my YouTube channel recently. But I would imagine they would respond in the chat if they were watching. Unless, I don't know. It would be, basically it'd just be weird and not, like, make any sense if that were the case. Because it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm so impatient because I just want to know. you know? Especially like I mean, I also kind of mentioned it earlier with my anxiety. Obviously, when I'm in the middle of a conversation with somebody and they just disappear, my brain starts coming up with all of the possible, like, explanations. And some of them are pretty normal, simple things. And some of them are not very normal, simple things. Let's not overthink it. Oh, no. It's much too late. Much too late to not overthink it. I'm gonna kick it out of how impatient I am. You know, well, I do feel like he would find it entertaining. Just knowing their character, I don't think that's something they would do, but I don't know, maybe I'm not that good at reading character. I feel like I am, but maybe I'm not. But let's see. You know, if, I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, unless it's like an earlier in the day stream, but I probably won't be up early enough to do an earlier in the day stream. But whenever I do another stream, I will definitely update you guys on the situation, unless of course they respond tonight during this stream. I'm like, I keep checking my messages. I'm like, I don't really need to be checking my messages, but like, I don't know. Guess not. So we'll just chill and we'll just enjoy Pokemon packs, and I will try to remember what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Ooh, you know, one thing that I've been doing for the last couple of the weeks, I don't really know how big it is out of Utah, but in Utah right now it's really big. Raising Cane's. It's like a chicken place. I feel like, I don't know if it's just a Utah thing, but their food is amazing. I've had their food a couple times, and like, it's amazing when you first get it, and then it's amazing when I eat my leftovers 2 days later, and that is pretty great. Ooh, alright, we got another order. We have 3 more celebrations for New Gen. Let's see if we can get some more spice out of these. Maybe a little bit less surfing Pikachus. Hey, welcome, John. How is it going? I know, finally a stream after like 2 weeks. I am very bad with consistency right now, but I mean, at least I did end up streaming tonight. I almost didn't, but I came back. You make more shorts. I do plan to. I have so many drafts right now that I need to finish, but I have so much editing that needs to be done for most of them that it's like, I don't know when I will actually. So is it like 4? 5? I see like 5 more celebration packs. So I don't know why it was like 3. But so I have a lot of drafts, but I have so much editing to do before I can post all of them. Like, I just recently posted, I guess I don't have my fruit snack nails anymore, but I recently posted my fruit snack nails. Oh, what do we got? We got Rocket's admin and a surfing Pikachu, but it's a VMAX this time. I would say that's progress. But yeah, we got a lot of content that eventually will get edited and posted, but at least I got my fruit snack nail video up. I do have another nail video that needs to finish being edited. I have a video about the skirt that I sewed that I need to finish editing. Those are the only 2 that I remember for sure right now, but there's probably at least 1 or 2 more. Nothing too crazy in that one. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic. How much for all the evolving skies? Oh, alright, let me finish this, and then I will use math. Ooh, okay, that's much nicer. And we got a Zacian V to go with it. There we go. That pack was definitely a little bit nicer. Let's see. Yeah, you know, keeping it exciting. Alright, we will go ahead and get those added to your stack, New Gen. Very nice shining magic card. Alright, and math. Okay, let's see. Evolving Skies, 21. First off, I'm going to make sure that I do in fact have 21 packs, because I feel like that's a good first step. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Makes 12. To a weird little spot where they're hiding. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Did I count that right? There's another secret surprise pack, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So, the 21 was actually less. That, like, never happens. And my calculator is over here. My amazing graphing calculator. So let's see. I don't know if you'd only want the 21 or if you'd want the 22 since I found another one, but let's see. So 22 times 9. 22 times 9 is 198, but I could give you a bundle deal and just do 190 if you wanted all 22, or if you just want the 21. Let's see. I could do like 182. Yeah, I think that's how math works. Probably. That's probably how math works. So yeah, if you want all the evolving skies, it's quite the nice little stack. Look how cute. All for 190. All right, let me get that wiped off the board, and let's see if we can. I still have only pulled the Umbreon VMAX Altart in Japanese. I pulled it twice in Japanese. Oh, I can't remember who. Oh, I think the first one was for Chase, if I remember correctly. And then the second one was Mamba, I believe. But I still haven't pulled it for anybody in English. So let's change that. I wanna see that Umbreon. I mean, obviously there are a lot of. Yes, I've only pulled the Japanese Umbreon VMAX, which is worth a good bit more than the English one. Which so it's super cool. Like, no complaints. But it feels so silly that I haven't pulled the English one. I'm pretty sure we've opened a lot more packs of Evolving Skies than EV Heroes. And of course with EV Heroes, like, it's kind of a smaller set. And it's because it's just like the EVs. There's a little bit more in Evolving Skies, but I don't know. I have a lot more access to Evolving Skies. We've opened so much. Alright, John, let's do this. Let's get some spicy spice. Alright, there is our glorious stack. Let's do this. I'm ready to see that Umbreon. Alrighty, we're starting off with Shiftry and Nestle. They go together. How nice. Yeah, I'm really, really good at pulling Japanese Umbreons. I mean, honestly, my luck with Japanese sets just in general has been pretty on point. I mean, I did Tag Team All-Stars. I pulled the chase card, the gold Charizard Reshiram out of it. And that one was actually for myself, which was really cool. I've also pulled the English Rainbow Reshizard from Unbroken Bonds. Fun fact, both of those were just random, like, singular packs that I opened off camera. And then was like, man, I should have opened that on camera. Cause, yeah, both of them, same thing. So yeah, but yeah, so, you know, Tag Team All-Stars got big hit out of there. I've pulled a lot of, I mean, when I used to actually have access to tag team sets, especially the Japanese one, we pulled some really wild stuff out of them. And I've opened so many boxes. There were so many times where I would pick up a Japanese, like, tag team era box for stream. How have we pulled literally nothing? We got one haul full so far. We need to ramp up these hit rates and see some spice. Pretty please. Please. No. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know. I got distracted by the fact that the packs don't have the spice that we need. Oh. We got Jack Garbodor. It's technically progress. It is technically progress. It is an ultra rare. Not quite the ultra rare we want to see you, but it's a start. It's a start. Hopefully from there though we get something a lot more spicy. Hopefully. We really don't just want trash. We pulled the gold Zekrom Pikachu. Shiny Eevee celebrations. Man, it's crazy to me how many like at the height of my live streams, we just opened the most wild stuff. I'm like, you know, sometimes I really miss that. Oh, what we got in this one? Trevenant! I'd say Trevenant is slightly less bad than Garbodor. But yeah, the glory days before Whatnot became a thing. Sometimes people still ask me about why I don't stream on Whatnot, and I'm like, it just doesn't vibe. I mean, it's the same reason that well, it's not exactly the same reason, but it's kind of like a similar reason to why I have been so against posting on TikTok. Like, don't get me wrong, I do have a TikTok account, and I only use it when I randomly post a video once every like 6 months on there. But I had a conversation, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know, a couple days ago, I had a conversation about like social media and how, you know, consistent posting makes such a big difference, especially on like TikTok. That's what I told I got a text from my mom and was reading it and trying to finish my thought at the same time. But yeah. Fun stuff. During the pandemic. Yes, it was also during the pandemic and before I had 5 jobs. Honestly, the main reason probably my stream has... I mean, I guess it's a mixture of things. Just most people that want relationships are on Whatnot now, and then, of course, I have 5 jobs. I mean, technically, I'm only doing 4 of them right now, and one of them is technically YouTube, but... See, like, that's the thing, is I feel like I could almost describe my YouTube as 2 separate jobs, because, like, I have the live streaming side, and then the just random other content, but... Seriously, these packs are, like, insanely bad! It is not even another not Eevee. I would say Duraludon is slightly better than Trevenant, but, like, what in the world is happening? Where is the spice? We need to see some fire out of these last couple packs, or I am going to have to cry myself to sleep tonight. That's the only option. But you know, at least if I cry myself to sleep tonight, then my eyes won't be so dry. So I guess that's kind of a positive, in like a not positive kind of way, you know? Okay. Last pack magic. We need the last pack magic. We need it so bad. Please. Anything, we just want some spice! Okay, that was horrible. I did not like that. It's not much, but we're gonna open an Obsidian Flames pack for YouTube, because that was just discouraging. That was not fun. Can we... What kind of cruel joke is this? Well, we got our Umbreon out of the wrong set. It is a reverse. What is this? Well, we'll put reverse Umbreon into a sleeve for you. Such a cruel little twist of fate. Not gonna lie. We can all cry together. Alright, you guys ready to all cry ourselves to sleep after stream tonight? It's gonna be so fun, but we're not gonna have dry eyes, so that's good, especially for all my allergies and the fact that I keep getting... So see, I have bad dust allergies, like, just, you know, being around dust. it just makes my whole life more difficult. But the thing is the game store that I work at, there's so many dusty boxes of cards that I'm constantly like looking through and pulling stuff out of. But to make it even worse, I was doing a bunch of cleaning. Was this last night? This was last night that I was doing a bunch of cleaning, Thursday night. And one of the main things that I was working on was dusting some like shelves and stuff that probably haven't been dusted since like the start of this year. So they were very, very dusty. There was so much dust. By the time I left, I was like, I feel like my nose is just like full of dust. It was very uncomfortable. Unfortunately, it didn't like super mess me up today, but it is slightly less easy to breathe than preferable, thanks to the dust. Man, this was really sad. I'm sorry we didn't get you anything spicy. We just got you an Umbreon out of the wrong set. It is cute though. I won't lie. We'll go ahead and add these to your stack, and yeah, we're gonna have to cry. That is the only option. I don't know if I've ever, like, that was so excessively lacking. Like, where is this fit? Alright, before I get distracted, preparing to cry myself to sleep, let me hurry and check orders. You can keep those. Alright. We'll just leave the 4 sleeved cards for you. Man. That was not it. That ain't it, Chief. It's not it. Man, what a night. This has been a rough night, not gonna lie. I mean, so usually on Fridays is my late night at the game store that I work at. Usually I work like 4 to 10. But tonight I had a slightly different shift, so I was opening today, so I worked 2 to 7. And then in the past, when I've worked that shift, usually then I'll play Magic the Gathering, because 7 is when our Commander tournament starts. But like, I'm on a break from Magic, so that wasn't the plan tonight. So instead I went to the other job where I run a TCG player store for an associate. And I mean, I got a couple hours of work in there that was stuff I really needed to get done, so that was good. And I was glad that I accomplished that. And then afterwards, I got home a little bit after 10, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream. And so I start setting up for stream, and then I get a message from somebody about something that might be going on tonight. And so obviously I'm like, okay, I rescheduled the stream for tomorrow so that I could figure that out with them. And in the middle of our conversation, after like an hour, they were like taking like 10 to 15 minutes in between messages to reply, and I'm like, this is time sensitive, like, this isn't gonna work. And so finally, after like an hour, I'm like, okay, so is this actually happening, or should I just stream? And then they just disappear. They just completely stop responding. And so after like another half hour of them not responding, I was just like, you know what? I'm assuming this isn't happening, so back to stream. So I rescheduled it for tonight instead of tomorrow. And then now we're streaming. And we didn't get Spice. I mean, the Shining Magikarp. We did pull that for new gen, but we need more Spice. We need more Spice. See, Elon Musk. Sounds familiar. Kind of remember the name, but I don't actually remember anything beyond the name. Yeah, I typically try to avoid discussing other channels and stuff because I've been negatively affected by the weirdest lame drama. Like, yeah, no, it's weird. So I just try to act like nothing else exists in terms of content creation. Because I'm too afraid to say anything about anyone because somebody's not gonna like what I say. So I usually just talk about myself. It's not just because I'm conceited. I'm not that conceited. It's because I hate conflict, and especially unnecessary conflict. Not a fan. Do not recommend unnecessary conflict. I mean, honestly, I don't really recommend any conflict. You know, I do not like conflict. I'm not good with conflict. I mean, I'm definitely better than I used to be with conflict. Sometimes. Usually my solution to conflict is, if I pretend it's not there, then I'll probably be fine, you know? Which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but it is what it is, you know? Fun stuff. Fun times. I mean, streams, other channels, whatever. It's, yeah, no. See, there was just this one time that, because I talked about a certain stream that I had participated in before I started doing my own streams, and apparently somebody who really had some beef with the channel of the stream that I was, you know, just in as a member of the chat and stuff, apparently was super mad that I had been a part of their streams, so they, like, terrorized my stream for, like, a week. And, like, I had to delete so many accounts that they created, and it was an absolute joke. This rocks. I'm pretty sure you've got your base set Zard in here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So we've got Spicy Rapunzel. Woo! I just about broke my... it's wobbling. Okay, one second. Let me readjust so my camera doesn't fall over. Oh my goodness, why did I do this thing? Y'all, all of my, like, furniture and supplies and things are, like, low-key falling apart. And I don't know, I can't really do anything about it. They're just gonna fall apart. Okay, anyways, back to our previously scheduled looking at John Spice. We got Rapunzel. We got this Spicy Boy. We got Umbreon. We got, ooh, the Bridget. And, of course, Mr. Base Set. Yes, we got your Base Set Zard. He's just been absolutely vibing in there. We got 2 Spicy Charizards. And the Bridget. The Bridget is so cool. So yeah, so you definitely have some good stuff in your stack right now. It is top tier spice, I won't lie. Alright, let me hurry and check orders, because I've been distracted talking about all my random stuff. And how tonight has been mildly disappointing. But I mean, it's not like it's been that bad. I mean, honestly, the fact that I'm streaming at all is pretty great, because my stream schedule is, like, non-existent. Somebody was asking me, like, yeah, when, like, what time do you normally, stream? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know at this point. I mean, typically it's always late at night, but what day of the week? And now I'm probably averaging like 4 streams a month, and I'm like, that's so horrible. I need to fix that, but instead I got a 5th job. So what do? I have an addiction. I have a problem, and I don't think I can do anything about it. It's just my fate to have so many jobs that I can't provide adequate time for each one. I mean, like I did say earlier though, I have been trying to produce more other content, mostly in the form of shorts. I've been meaning to make more actual like videos, but then I remember that those take a lot of time. But, you know, fun times. Anyways, we've got a pack of Arcana for New Gen. Let's see if we can get a little bit more spice out of this one. We would like to see some spice. Alright, we got Hans. That is actually a really good one. I know that this one's seeing a lot of play. We got Jasmine and Jumbo Jokiba. Okay, before... See, I'm not even gonna guess or say that I think I know what the prices are. I'm just gonna look them up, because then I can't be wrong. I'm pretty sure Hans is pretty decent, though. I think he's still at like 6 to 7. His price graph is complete chaos, though. It literally, you know? All the chaos. I'm gonna definitely get that into a sleeve. Can't wait for your Gyarados. Yes! Your Gyarados from like forever ago. it is high time you get your spicy Gyarados. Let's see about Jasmine. It's like $3-ish. We take that. Get her sleeved up as well. I say that wasn't too bad. Definitely better than the other one. So there we go. We'll go ahead and get those added to your stack. Move my camera out of the way, kind of. Oh, another fun thing. So, I mean, I guess this is kind of related to the 5th job that I'm getting. So it's actually like for like a media company. So like they make stuff like commercials for local businesses or like manage social media accounts and stuff like that. And so obviously I do have a little bit of experience with managing accounts and, you know, videos, I guess. But so like it's definitely, it's kind of funny because in the past all of my like YouTube experience that's been applicable to like me getting other jobs has been related to cards. And so this is the first one that like the actual, you know, like video and content creation elements are being helpful to get the job. I mean, that's not why I got the job, but it's going to definitely impact how much I'm able to help at that job. So, fifth, yep. For everyone that doesn't know, I have a very serious addiction to collecting jobs, especially jobs that I can all have at the same time. It's kind of a problem. Because ultimately, I'm at that point in my life where I should be getting like a really solid, stable job so that I can do stuff like pay off my car and eventually move out of my parents' basement, you know? But I have this just deep desire, it's not even just a desire, like it's a need to have as many jobs as physically possible. Like, I can't just settle on one good solid job because I need to have all of the jobs. I like with this new job that I'm getting, it's going to be a really good opportunity and it could become something like a stable full-time, you know, gig. And so like I would need to keep all my jobs. But the thing is like as much as I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I could like quit. I don't know if I could like get myself to leave any of my jobs. And so now I'm trying to like make up scenarios or like possible situations where I can keep my jobs but like work less with them. And obviously I've been doing a lot less streaming. It's definitely kind of gotten the the worst of me, you know, balancing all my jobs. And then my TCG player is definitely not seeing as much attention, but I do actually have to deal with that weekly, so a little bit more so than my streams. But now my job at the game store, I'm starting to try to take time away from that, but it doesn't totally work because, as I've explained in the past, the game store I work at, there are 3 main employees: the manager, me, and then the guy that works like 6 to 8 hours a week. He just helps like with a couple evenings each week. But so I'm doing like a solid 50% of running like the day-to-day store, which is kind of a lot. And my knowledge of the store and of our there is no person in like existence that knows more about the single selection that we have in the store than I do. Like, legit, you know, my manager will look and think that we don't have a car, and I'll be like, oh no, that's just in this weird box behind this, like, table. I know where they are. And I mean, of course, I don't know every single thing, but I know a lot more than anyone else does. And so, you know, I feel like, yeah, so basically, I contribute a lot to the store. I'm very, very important for the day-to-day running. Plus, of course, I entirely am in charge of the store's TCG player. So, for those of you keeping count, I am running 3 separate TCG player stores right now. My own, the one for my associate, and the one at the game store. 3. Because I have a problem. I can't stop. And now, I don't know. I have a problem. But I guess I could have worse problems than being addicted to collecting jobs. Except, like I said, it makes it really hard to find that, like, stability and, like, that sticking to one job that is gonna, you know, eventually make enough for me to move out of my parents' basement. But, yeah! Fun stuff there. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about, so now I'm, like, taking time from other jobs in order to make it so that I can have more jobs. But, like, with what I said with the game stores, I have to be there, otherwise there's not enough, like, employees to run the store from day to day. And of course, yes, they could hire a new person, but the training and stuff is an absolute nightmare. And I mean, even just finding somebody dependable, because the thing is with the game store, it's like, you're around a lot of really expensive cards, so you have to be a trustworthy person, and you know, you have to you have to be somebody that knows how to take care of these cards. And of course you have to be 18 or older, because of, like, we do, like, card trade-ins and stuff, and, you know, similar rules to, like, with, like, pawn shops and stuff. So, like, you know, you have to be an adult, and most adults don't really want a minimum wage job. Actually, nobody wants a minimum wage job. It's horrible. $7.25 an hour should not be a legal thing, but it is, at least in Utah, so fun, right? But yeah, so essentially, if I were to decrease any amount of involvement with this store, it would be super difficult for the store. And I guess it's like, it's almost like a, okay, let me go into even more excessive amounts of detail, because I mean, first I'm going to check if we have orders, and then if we don't, then I can go into very, very good detail about all the things. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so, yes. So I've been working in the game store for almost 2 years now, and obviously, over those 2 years, my involvement has increased more and more, and, like, my knowledge of the store and my responsibilities, and of course the things that I'm trusted with. But so, before I worked there, it's really, like, sad, but the manager, he's been the manager for probably a year or two longer than I've worked there. But essentially, he could not take days off. Like, ever. He could not go on vacation. Because every single time he would try to leave for, like, a day or two, he would come back to an absolute mess. And so he literally just could not take time off. Because the employees couldn't handle it. Like, I don't even know. And so, obviously, that was kind of a horrible situation for him, and the owners weren't involved enough to really be any help, and so, you know, it's just a really lame situation there. And since I've worked there, he started being able to, like, take small, like, you know, a day or two off every now and then, because, I mean, for a while there were 4 of us, 4 employees, manager, and then 3 others, but then one quit because they got a better job than this silly game store. But yeah, so they left, but we kind of, like, got it figured out. I mean, I guess 2 people technically left. I basically, like, took over, like, 2.5 jobs when I started working here. Of course, none of them really have that many hours, but basically the job of the person that was just a regular worker, and then the job of the person that their only job is to take care of the TCG player store for the store. And then, of course, just, like, a general new employee to help with random stuff. But yeah, so because of me and me eventually, you know, getting really comfortable with the store and knowing how to do stuff, my manager could start taking little bits of time off, and now he is actually able to, like, go on trips, go on vacation. He can leave the store for 3 days, and he's not going to come back to, like, a literal fire, you know? And I know that if I leave, it's gonna go right back to that, him just being trapped there all the time. And except that he's also going to be trapped there and training a new employee. And, like, I don't want to do that to him. Like, I don't want to do something like that to anybody, because that's just not a fair situation to be in. But it's like, I know it's not my responsibility, but like, getting to do something that's helped somebody so much, like, it makes the idea of just taking that back away really sad to me. And so I'm like, I don't know, that alone is kind of difficult, but yeah, it's a lot. And of course, another thing with the game store is most of my friends that I have right now are people that I met there, people that I play Magic with there. And so it's like, being less involved there means like not really seeing my friends that often. And I mean, I'm already barely seeing my friends very often because I never actually play Commander anymore, because I'm on a break from Commander, because yeah. But yeah, so basically it's just a really messy situation in a lot of different ways. And there are still some benefits to the job there that I enjoy, like, you know, random stuff. But see, I've worked here almost 2 years. For the first like year or so, I was just chilling. And then randomly in the last several months, my anxiety has decided that I shouldn't be working in customer service. Just for fun, just for funsies. So now I'm getting extremely anxious about dealing with customers when I've literally been doing it for like 2 years and I've almost never had actual issues, and I'm 100% confident and able to help customers. I mean, I guess there's a few things I can't do. Like when people ask if we're going to get a certain product and I'm like, I legitimately do not know. I don't get that information. I know what we have when it gets here, and even then sometimes I don't know that we have it. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, so that has definitely made it even more difficult, but I don't want to leave because I mean, like, of course there are benefits with working at a place like that, and then of course all my friends, and just knowing that I'm genuinely helping a lot of people, or at least a few people. I'm helping a few people a lot, you know? But yeah, so it's lots of reasons to not really like want to leave there entirely. And so what I've been considering instead is, I'm like, well, what if I kind of step back and just say, hey, you know, I can't really commit as much time to this job anymore as I have in the past. I'm still willing to like run the TCG player store if you want me to. It's okay if you don't. I can just leave entirely, but kind of stepping back from that working with customers thing. And I don't know, it's like I'm so uncertain about how to go about it all and whether or not that's actually a good decision. I mean, of course, I still haven't technically started my 5th job yet, so I'm trying not to like jump into anything before I figure out how that job's gonna go and whether or not, you know, I actually vibe with it. Because of course, gotta refer back to my life philosophy. I gotta be doing something I love and enjoy, and like living a life doing something that I like, because I would prefer to just live in a cardboard box with a raccoon if I'm not, you know? And so obviously it's important whether or not I like this job, so, but I really do think I'm gonna like it. There's a lot of potential, and of course, like I said, like, it's lots of like social media, you know, just media stuff in general. And of course, I kind of want to like offer to, like I mentioned, like they do commercials. Most of the time though, they're kind of like simpler commercials, like with, I guess in terms of the audio, they're usually just like with music in the background or something like that. And I'm like, as nice as that is, voiceovers are a superb thing. And I definitely, at multiple points in my life, considered doing something along the lines of voice acting or like reading for audiobooks and stuff. And it's like, this is an opportunity that I could potentially kind of do something like that. I could offer to be the voice doing voiceovers. I mean, of course, sometimes like companies would love to be able to do voiceovers, or I mean, I don't even know if they'd want to do voiceovers, or just videos like with, you know, the owner of the company or some of the employees and stuff. But not everybody's gonna want that. And so having that option to be like, hey, I want some dialogue in my commercial, and you know, the business being able to say, well, we have this amazing employee that can do voiceovers, and that could be me, and that would be so cool. And I mean, the one problem with that is I'm really good at losing my voice a lot. That's one of the things with why I with the last few weeks have been really hard to stream, because I legit, for a solid like week and a half, I just did not have a voice. Like, I could barely whisper talk, and that was about it. It was miserable to try to work and try to deal with customers, because every time I opened my mouth, I had no idea if anything was actually going to come out. And throughout this week, it's still been a little bit rough, but I'm finally, like, I'm sure you could tell, you could actually hear what I'm saying, so yeah, it's improved. So I can talk more now, but that's not the only time that's happened this year where I've just, like, been unable to talk. What was really frustrating about it is last time this happened, I completely had no voice during a Magic pre-release weekend. And this time happened again over another Magic pre-release weekend. I didn't have a voice, and that was horrible because there was so many people in the store and it was so loud, and I was like, nobody can hear anything I say, and it was bad. But, you know, I survived. So, like, as long as, I mean, that's also why it made it really difficult to finish, like, some of my content and shorts and stuff, because I couldn't really do voiceovers for them, but I can again now. But yeah, so, other than the inconsistencies with the randomly losing my voice for, like, 2 weeks, I feel like I could do really good, you know, doing voiceovers, a little bit of voice acting, and it'd be a really cool opportunity for me, but it'd also be something that would genuinely be beneficial to the business. And so it's just like, I see no downside, other than if I lose my voice. But yeah, so I definitely am excited about all the opportunities this new job's going to pose. And see, another thing that I really like about it is that there are a lot of different elements of the job. And obviously, I like to be able to do a lot of different things. I like to have all the skills, and I like to have all the jobs. But, you know, if each job I have has a lot more than just, like, one main component, that makes it lots of fun. I like that. I like when, because I want to do everything. That's part of why I want to have all of the jobs. But so it's like, where there's that possibility for, like, you know, voice acting and doing stuff like that, but also helping with managing social media, helping with advertising, just, you know, doing all those little parts of a company, because it's a fairly small company, but it's has a lot of potential, and it's on the path. It just needs more people to push it down the path, you know, if that makes sense. And so, like, I'm really excited to get to be one of the main people involved in really getting this company going, because it's a small company and there aren't that many employees. And so yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be an amazing opportunity, but obviously I don't know how well things will actually go. I actually have to start the job, I have to actually start making money before I can really consider whether or not I should decrease my hours or potentially quit a job. Because, you know, when I quit a job, I have less jobs, and then I have to find more jobs in order to have more jobs than other people, you know? Because for some silly reason, I have this deeply rooted need to have a lot of jobs. Like, I can't stop. I don't know how to stop collecting this many jobs. Like, there's no escape. I just have to have this many jobs. So yeah, and I'm still considering, like, starting to take commissions or something again, which I totally shouldn't do. But then I could have 6 jobs, you guys. I could have 6 jobs. I want that way more than I should. But I also started this list. I don't know, I can't remember if I mentioned this list before, because I don't remember how long ago I started it, so I don't know if I even had it since my last stream. Let me see if I can find it. My list of jobs. So I started a list of my jobs. My current jobs, my past jobs, and future jobs that I hope to have at some point. So right now my current jobs are, of course, my YouTube channel, the game store, my TCG player, the TCG player that I run for an associate, and of course the new media job. And then in the past, I think I might be missing some, but what I have for the past jobs right now are dog sitter, like craft making. I used to like make like pot holders or like little like yarn animals and stuff and sell. Mask making. I made so many masks, hundreds of masks during the pandemic. And then of course I worked for Hilltop for a while, and honestly I'm really, really glad that I left. And then I also worked for Kangaroo Nissan for a while. And then my future jobs, some of the ones that I intend to have at some point or another: fashion designer. I love making clothes. I love fashion. I mean, I'm actually wearing a shirt right now that I made, except that I low-key accidentally like ruined it earlier because I ripped off. But see, here's my cute little shirt that I made, and you can see on the back it's like laced up, but I accidentally ripped like one of the little loops that the string to lace it is supposed to go through. So I do have to fix it, but I didn't make it, and I am so proud of it, and I seriously love it. So I did a good job. And I also recently made myself a skirt, and it wasn't anything like super unique, but like I made it, and that's really cool. I do have a video I'm working on editing of making the skirt, so eventually you'll get to see the process and stuff. Okay, before I continue reading my list, I'm hurrying to check orders again. Also, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to stream because it is kind of late, and I have so much random stuff that I should accomplish tonight because I have 5 jobs. Oh man, I don't even know. I just like having too many jobs too much, but it's fun times. Okay, I don't see any orders, so we'll continue talking about the list. I'll probably give it about 10 more minutes. If you don't see any more orders, I'll probably wrap up, but 10 minutes. I'm gonna talk really fast. I feel like an auctioneer. I remember we used to do auctions on here, and I'd talk like an auctioneer. That was really fun. But yeah. Alright, so of course, first off, fashion designer. Second off, landlord. I want to invest in real estate. I want to be an archaeologist, and that's connected to another one, which is being a museum owner. I want to own a museum. Multiple museums preferably, but at least got to start with one at some point. A scientist, also related to the archaeologist and like museum stuff. Next up, contractor / construction business owner. That kind of connects to the landlord and to the next one, which is being a realtor, because apparently I could become a realtor with that like within a couple months if I wanted to. And see, when I was finding out about this whole realtor thing, I was talking with somebody, and they were telling me about how they had a friend that did it and how it was so simple. And I look into it, of course, and it's like, it's not that complicated. I'm like, I need you to stop talking about this, because if you do, I am going to get a 6th job and become a realtor, and I really shouldn't do that. But someday I kind of want to be a realtorist. Next up, either like a History Channel show or like a documentary host of some kind. I obviously love history, and I love documentaries, and like I said, I'd love to do like voiceover work and stuff, so that'd be cool. Next up, engineer. That's also related to the contractor / construction business and landlord and realtor stuff. Long story short, I want to make some wild houses, and they would just be so cool. And then an incorporation owner, and that is a fun fact. When I was in 4th grade, I was obsessed with incorporations. Like, just the idea of incorporations. So I would, like, make up incorporations. And, you know, I really liked incorporations. And so I'm like, I have to fulfill my 4th grade dream of being an incorporation owner at some point. So yeah, those are the jobs on the list. Ones I have now, ones I've had in the past, and ones that I hope to have, and obviously a lot more than that, but that's the start. That is how far we've gotten so far, and I feel like it's pretty good. But yeah, really need to up the the jobs that I have had / have currently. So yeah, Long story short, that's why I don't have enough time to do anything. Because I have an addiction to jobs. And see, like I said, I know I have a problem. Problem is, I just... the problem with me... with the problem that's still there despite me knowing that there's a problem is that I'm not doing anything about it because I just have this need within my soul to have more jobs. So yeah. Yeah. That's how that goes. Alright guys, we'll give it a few more minutes. If anybody has any last second orders, now is a great time for that. Otherwise, I will be wrapping up soon so that I, of course, can work on my other jobs. See, I'm like, I should work on some of the TCG player stuff for the associate that I work for. But honestly, I'm I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll see. You guys will eventually maybe hear about it whenever I stream again. Because maybe, I really don't want to keep being so inconsistent with streams, but I have 5 jobs, which is more than I should. See, it's like that fighting between like I should probably cut back on the amount of jobs I have so that I can focus more so on, the most important jobs. But I just can't get over how much I want to be able to tell people that I have 5 jobs. Like, I don't know, I just really like that. So, yeah. Fun times. Anyways, still no response from the person I was waiting on a response from, so that's fun. But, we'll see. Hopefully they'll respond tomorrow, and I'll probably just tease them about it. And I don't want to make them feel bad, but if you're just gonna randomly like stop responding in the middle of a conversation, the least you can do is let me tease you about it afterwards, So yeah, fun times. I'm gonna hurry and check orders one more time, but I think it's time to wrap up. It's been fun though. I hope you guys enjoyed all of my stories for tonight, especially about all my jobs. Yeah, fun times. But I will work on the shipping tonight for those that paid for it and get out tracking numbers either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, we'll get that taken care of. And I will try to do at least 1 stream next week. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. We'll see. We'll find out. Hopefully more than 1. I hope that I do more than 1, but who knows what future Zella is gonna do. I have no clue. I have no clue what future Zella is gonna do. She is a force of chaos. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I think that's all for tonight. Thank you guys for vibing and listening to all my silly stories and for opening some fun packs. And yeah, I will see you guys all next time.